Sorry about that. Welcome back. I'm on a different phone. It might look a little different, sound a little different. I'm on the Motorola because this stupid fucking iPhone just took a shit on me. It's not a stupid iPhone. I'm the stupid one that broke it. As you can see here, it's all shattered and shit. My bad. I had to log in while I'm driving. Now it's kind of scary. Trying to type in the password and everything while I'm driving. And I actually crashed on the 405 one time years ago. I was talking to this girl, and she's like, "Hey, can you send me a selfie or a picture?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll send you a picture right now." And I'm driving on traffic just like this, and right when I snapped the damn selfie, bam! I smashed my old fucking Beamer into this brand new Beamer. It cost me $9,000 for that selfie. And we only went out on a few dates, so it was funny. It was just like, don't fuck with the phone while you're driving. It's just not. I was gonna get some weed, but I didn't even have time to do that. I got the blunt, but no weed. Hopefully I'll see a little shop somewhere on the way down there. But I don't think there's anything in Orange County. Or is there? Nope. The only one that I know of is in San Diego right before we get there. Shit. That's fine. I mean, whatever. I can live without weed. What I can't live without is, I can, I guess, if I had to, but God forbid, but I'm trying to go vegan and I can't. I just go hungry for meat. Zailey's vegan. She's like, she really feels the empathy and the sympathy for the animals, like the sentient beings that they are. And I was watching some documentaries too on slaughterhouses and stuff, and even like the dairy farms, how they pull the babies out of the cows and stuff and just milk them until they can't stand up anymore. Like it's horrific, the conditions that they live in and stuff. Those poor animals, worse than being in prison, way worse than being in prison. And they never done anything. Using Hoover cloud. What? No, I'm not. I'm in Orange County actually right now. I'm in Huntington Beach, Seal Beach, going into Huntington Beach, past the 605. So we're moving along. There was just a big old glut of traffic back there in LA by Carson. I kind of went around it through the streets. Baby chickens, we want her back. No shit. That's where I'm heading to, fool. People. I want her back, goddammit. Been wanting her back. Fucking never wanted this ever to happen. I could never even imagine this happening before, I don't need to do this for clout, because I already have clout, motherfuckers. Shit. I mean, I don't know what kind of clout you're talking about. My only clout that I fucking worry about is graffiti clout, and I got plenty of that. I mean, everything else is just like, fuck, I don't have clout as a father, clout as with my woman as being her man, and I know I lost some clout, plenty of clout through this fucking fiasco, but I'll tell you what, I fucking don't do mistakes twice, that's for sure. I mean, this is the first and last time anything like this would ever happen again. Moving forward, I'm gonna fucking literally handcuff her to me wherever we go. You really think I'm fucking crazy or possessive or insecure, but yeah, I'm insecure. Trust me, I don't want to lose her again, ever again, ever. I'm even gonna handcuff my kids to me and shit when I go out with them, And probably just fucking not even leave. We're gonna be hermits after this. Just hermits, stay at home and Netflix, chill, order shit on DoorDash or whatever the fuck, and just not leave the house, Work from home. Fuck it. The only place I kind of feel safe at, which is kind of sketchy still anyway, it's Venice Beach. I love Venice. I was living there for the last year and a half before we moved to this spot where I'm at now, where we're at. And I have a feeling I'm going to find some weed around here. Costa Mesa has a weed spot. Anyways, yeah, Venice Beach, Compton, I feel really safe at, despite the high murder rate. I guess because I know most of the murderers and shit, or the would-be murderers. You know, it's weird because in Compton, most people that get killed there, or most of the time, it's over. I mean, there are some innocent bystanders that get caught in crossfires sometimes, but for the most part, it's pretty much somebody was doing some shit or hanging out with some people doing some shit that get killed. With Zailey, I got a feeling she seemed to be fine, and you know, it's just a matter of finding out where the fuck she's at and getting her home. You know, just wonder what she's doing right now with the medicine and shit. Are you still in Mexico? I'm not in Mexico yet. I'm about probably an hour and a half from Mexico, give or take. I'm in Orange County right now, heading southbound on the 405, past the 22 freeway right now. But the 405 and the 22 split off by Garden Grove. Yeah, just past that. We're through Huntington Beach right now. Garbage Grove. No, we met at a train station like right after Thanksgiving, the weekend after Thanksgiving. I was waiting for the train to head out to Venice Beach, and I went out for a bike ride. I rode my bike from my house, which is in like South LA by Compton, loaded over to downtown LA. And at that point, I kind of got a little tired and I busted out with my sketchbook, started drawing in it, and then Zailey walked up on the platform, I guess, to catch the train. I guess she didn't have nowhere to go at the time, but she was like checking out my artwork, and she was digging it, you know. And it's like, really, I mean, wow, that's rare. Most people, you know, they're like, what the fuck is that? But I don't even know, to me, when we started talking, and you know, she happened to be an artist as well, pretty good artist, I feel, and pretty damn good artist, an even better poet, actually. She's an amazing poet, and I used to write poetry back in the day, not so much now. I used to rap and shit back in the days when I was younger, but yeah, that was like one of those, it was like weird, like we had like one thing after another that we were like both really into, you know, like on a common level. She's into like geology as well. I'm into geology. I used to like going out looking for gold and shit, and she likes going looking for different kind of stones and crystals, you know, like quartz and the amethyst, you know, all those good stones. And she's really well versed as to their attributes as well, you know. I'm into like elements and shit like that as well. So we just had a lot of stuff that was weird. It was just like really, like, you know, music as well. She loves music. She likes to play guitar. I like to play bass guitar. It's just crazy, you know. We were just like, fuck. We were like, I thought we were made for each other. I mean, just how well we got along. We get along, you know. We're both crazy. Yeah, we both have paranoid schizophrenic. I don't know what kind of schizophrenic she is, but she's schizophrenic. So, I mean, I get it. I get it. I just got myself off the meds years ago because I felt like those meds were making me feel like a zombie, you know, when I was on them. Oh yeah, I never got to say what happened. I went to a mental hospital for trying to kill myself, and when I got out of the hospital, I stopped taking the meds. I didn't have any money for meds, you know, and they're like, don't stop taking your meds. So I was like, well, I don't have any money for meds or insurance, so I don't know what to do. I stopped taking the meds, and then like a few days after I got out of the hospital, I'm sitting at my friend's house, and all of a sudden I got a vision of myself going to my mom and dad's house and disabling the alarm system, because I used to work on alarm systems for years, you know, and so I was like, really, it's like watching a movie of myself going to their house, undoing their alarm system, climbing in through one of the windows, and I started like going room to room and slicing their throats. I killed my whole family in this vision that came to my head. I was like, what the fuck was that all about? It scared the fuck out of me. I called my parents. It's like, hey, something really disturbing just fucking went through my mind right now, and Zailey has been getting that kind of similar. I don't know what visions or I mean, thoughts she was getting, but she kept on saying that thoughts were coming into her head that she couldn't control and she didn't like. And I get it, 'cause that shit was happening to me, and I was like, fuck. So I told my mom and dad, and they're like, where are you at? And I told them which house I was at, so they came and picked me up, and they're like, yeah, they just want to go home and stuff, and they take me straight back to the mental hospital that I just got out of, and so I get to the mental hospital and check in, and I told them what was happening. They're like, oh, we need to put you back on the meds. And I was like, you know what? Let's just not do that, and just observe me and shit until the shit gets out of my system or whatever, because I don't want to be on the meds anymore, So I stayed there for 3 weeks, and so I was in the mental hospital for a total of a month, that month, and that shit was a trip. I mean, it took like 3 weeks for me to wean off of the meds and stop having those hallucinations, I guess, that you would call them, or delusions, or yeah, they were like hallucinations, and I just hope, I mean, I can imagine this, whatever Zailey might be going through right now, without her medication and shit, it's fucking all bad. That's probably what triggered her to like wander off and like disappear and shit. She probably had, I'm thinking she must have had some kind of hallucination or something and just dipped out. I forgot her friend's name on here. She's one of her followers on Instagram. He reached out to me like yesterday or the day before. He was a roommate with her actually before they lost the apartment over a gun being discharged in their a gun went off in their apartment and they got evicted for that like a year and a half ago or some shit. And you're saying that, I mean, she's really, I mean, she's the sweetest person, has the biggest heart ever, and she has some demons that she's dealing with and tackling, that haunt her, and she has a tendency of, that's just like dipping out, and she's not on her medication. She just has, that's like her MO, and I get it, but it's just. It was just something that I just learned by this experience, and I've been fully aware of the extent of this shit. I would have just been more mindful, and I mean, I was pretty aware about how she got without the meds, but I was under the impression that she was on her meds, And I know I'm just trying to like justify and cover my ass, but I am a piece of shit for freaking not being on her and making sure 100% that she was there with me, I fucking shouldn't have been in such a rush to like catch the cab, and I was thinking like, fuck, and we keep lagging it, we're never gonna get out of here, and we're gonna be stuck here. And I was just like catastrophizing and shit, and my catastrophizing made a catastrophe and shit out of this, So fuck, I gotta own it. I fucked up big time. I did, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make this shit to get it, to get her back and find her. And I mean, jeez. I mean, no matter how you dice it or slice it, I mean, it's. I fucked up big time, I really did, and I don't feel in any kind of way like relieved of the the consequences that I've arisen from my shortcomings and my miscalculations, I guess, my fucking fucked up actions, I guess. I don't know how to. It wasn't like I was intentionally trying to nothing like that at all, but it was still like my negligence, I guess you could call it. I was negligent in my duties as her man, and I fully own that, It was fucking foul of me as her boyfriend to not be on top of that shit, and being 100% sure. And I mean, but moving forward, I will definitely make sure that everything's, I'm gonna be the one feeding her the pills and shit. Like, you know, just to make sure, you know, and definitely hold her hand and stuff, like anywhere. Like I don't give a fuck. We're not gonna go anywhere. Fuck that. She's gonna. I don't know, that's impossible to say. We're gonna go places. We have plans. She don't like leaving the house though, and I get it now. Fuck. Totally get it now. I was trying to, like, you know, encourage her to just get out. Let's go do something, babe. You know. We were supposed to catch a movie. I still have the movie tickets that we bought. Fuck. We're gonna go, you know, watch a movie and shit. I hadn't watched a movie in years in the theater, and she was down for that, but we never got to make it that night to the movies. I'm not trying to get dates with other women, jackass. I mean, I hope she still wants to be with me, but I mean, if she doesn't, I get it. But if she doesn't, I really don't feel I am up to dating anybody, like, anymore after this. I just fucking, you know, just, I'll get a puppy or something and just, you know, that'll be my companion. Puppy, I probably can't even do that. I probably have to get a plant or some shit. I had a dog, and they had an unfortunate demise. My baby's mom's sister poisoned him one day when I left him behind. I was living in Phoenix, and it was like 120 something degrees out there or some shit. And my car broke down, and I had to go to the AutoZone and get some parts to fix it. And he usually went everywhere with me, but I just didn't want to walk him in that heat, you know. It's like, felt bad for him. It's like his paws probably get burned and shit. And so I asked her, her sister, my baby's mom's sister, if she would watch him for me. And she's like, yeah, sure. I didn't know she was a fucking dog killer. Oh shit. Yeah, I go to the toll road. Anyway, she fed him antifreeze when I came back. He was all like sad looking and shit. Like, what the fuck's up with my dog, you know? And I'm thinking he got parvo or some shit. So I mean, I've had dogs before, and I've helped my friends, you know, save their dogs from parvo before by feeding them fucking Gatorade and shit like that, or Pedialyte, just forcing them to drink it, and you know, and just forced making them drink that shit. That's really what kills them with the parvo is because they get bad diarrhea and shit like that, and they stop drinking and eating, and they get dehydrated and die. But if you force them to drink, you know, stuff with electrolytes like Pedialyte or Gatorade and shit like that, most 9 times out of 10 they'll survive. They'll live through the parvo. You know, they'll overcome it. But so I was doing that at first, and I didn't know he had to drink antifreeze because he wasn't getting better after like a day or two. It was just like it seemed like he was just getting worse and worse. So I finally just took him to the damn vet. You know, that was back when I was going to school for diesel, and you know, when I was right after I stopped selling drugs too, so I didn't really have the money for the vet, but I had some money, but I ended up sacrificing some food for a while so I could do that. But took him to the vet, and they ran some blood work on him and found that he had ethyl glycol, whatever shit, in his blood. He had antifreeze basically in his bloodstream. Yeah, there was nothing they could do for him at that point. So he was euthanized at 6.5 months. His name was Chewbacca. That's the last dog I had. I haven't got a dog since then. This was back in 2011. 2010? No. This was later than that. It was 2014, actually. And yeah, I've been reluctant. Zailey and I were actually going to get a dog. We're planning on getting a dog within the next week or two from that, like around now. Actually, it was going to be around the end of January, but we're going to go rescue a dog from a shelter, you know. So hopefully this will all just work out. She comes home and we can get our dog and stuff, and just, you know, take it where we left off and learn from this experience, you know. One thing for sure, if she ever doesn't want to do anything, I'm going to definitely just go with what she wants. I mean, I should have done that from the get-go, because my dad always said that shit. He's like, hey, if you want to have a woman, you better be ready to just get that rubber stamp and just tell her yes, yes, yes, and be happy about it too, no matter what the fuck she wants or what, you know. She's always going to have to be right, bro. If you want to have a good relationship. My dad and mom have been together for 46 years now. I'm 43. So yeah, they were 46 years. It's going to be this year. And no, that's actually their anniversary was in December, so they just had 46 years. And shit, I mean, they've already owned like 3 houses and paid them off. They have their house free and clear. They have their shit together. You know, they travel around the world, and they have a good life. I just need to learn from my pops. You know, like I should start listening to him. I mean, I should have been listening to his ass. He's only been to the 1st grade, and he's already owned 3 houses. I have an associate's degree and some more training beyond that, and I've never owned a house yet. I'm just thinking about buying this property with Zailey for the first time in my life. I mean, I grew up in Compton, like I said, and most of my friends got killed before we were 21. I have like 38 friends that are buried where my grandma's buried. Literally, most of my classmates are gone. Gone. And that made me always feel like I was going to be next, you know? I always felt like, fuck, I'm going to any day now, you know? And so I never planned for tomorrow. I never fucking had any plans of buying a house or saving money and shit. I just always spent it like there's no tomorrow. And there's a lot of tomorrows, it seems like, for me. Shit, I'm 43 now. I never thought I was going to go past 20-something. So I need to get my head out my ass and just start really doing what my pops always advised me to do, you know. We're almost in San Diego County, actually, believe it or not. Take a shortcut, toll road. Go through the Moon and the Gill. We're going to hills and shit right now. We met in downtown LA when I was drawing, and she's like fucking like, you know, tripping out on my drawings and stuff and admiring them, and then she asked if she could draw, and I was tripping out on her art skills, and that's how it all started, you know. It was over artwork, and she didn't have any place to stay or anything, and she seemed like a really nice person, and she is a really nice person. I mean, nicer than I thought she was, you know. Like, I figured she was nice, but not as nice as she really is. I mean, this person is so sweet. Zailey is the sweetest person I've ever met in my life, you know. And she's actually been able, because I could be a hothead, you know, like I'll pop off quick on motherfuckers, but you know, she's always been, she has this I don't know what it is, this quality about her way of being with me. It's just like, it really soothes me and calms me down and helps me get grounded and centered again, or like real quick, without, you know, she's not rude, she's not, you know, bossy, she's not any of that. And we just, I mean, I found that, you know, it was weird. Like, we were both like, you know, we would submit to each other, I guess you could say, you know. We were always compromised, not compromised, but you know, we would meet in the middle. Like, if I didn't like something or whatever, she would, you know, she didn't find it hard at all to just, you know, make little adjustments or modifications to whatever the fuck we were doing, you know, to make it, you know, better for me and I for her as well, you know. It's crazy. It was never like a you know, like I guess like there was never any grudges or anything like that. There was never any kind of like, she would be mindful about not hurting me, and I would do the same with her, you know. So it was really awesome, just refreshing, like being around somebody like that, and being with somebody like that was even more amazing. It's just like, fuck, we really like felt deeply in love with each other fucking fast. I mean, fast. Looking back, I was like, wow, that wasn't that much time at all, but I felt like I'd known her for a few lifetimes already. It was weird. And she was like, you know, saying the same. I mean, we're just, fuck. just the age difference was kind of, you know, but it was didn't even feel like we had an age difference. It was just felt like we were the same age or some shit. I don't know, maybe I'm immature, or maybe she's like too mature, or I don't know how it worked out, but it worked out. I just should have listened to her when she said, I don't want to go to Mexico. Initially, when we got there, she was like, no. And I was like, fuck, all right. You know, we got a hotel room. I was like, well, we're already out here. We just, fucking, let's just, you know, make it like a trip, I guess, out of it. So we ended up the next morning going shopping to the outlets, and I ended up buying a banjo, and she got some clothes and stuff. And I don't know, then she kind of had a change of heart. She's like, fuck it, let's go, you know. Never again. Next time, if she says no, it's gonna be no. If she still wants to be with me, if she doesn't, I understand. You know, I don't blame her, and I respect that as well. But I still feel, you know, it's my duty to definitely go and find her and get her home, or get her back to the States. You know, wherever she wants home to be, if it's with her mom or with me. I mean, whatever. I just want her to be in a good place and want her to be back and be safe, you know. And I'm taking my parents' advice. I mean, I know I just said I'm being a hypocrite, but as I said, I need to start taking my dad's advice. My dad's like, dude, don't even go out there. Like, what the fuck? You shouldn't have even said anything. Nobody would have even like known that she was gone. I was like, I know, but that's not the point. It's not the point. I took her out there, and she's my girlfriend, my fiance, you know, and I love her. And what the fuck? What if she was your kid? I was like, I'm just bringing it back to that point. Like, what if she's your kid, huh? What if it was me, or my brother, or one of my sisters, or one of your grandkids? Just fucking kick back and just let it be? Like that. Fuck that. And Zailey's not just anybody, she's my family. I told her, like, you guys were my family, but I never see you guys. I never see my parents and all that. I spent New Year's with Zailey, you know. Christmas, she was in the hospital, and but you know, regardless, we virtually spent Christmas together. I mean, we were just like, you know, I had drawn a bunch of stuff for her, and she had written and drawn a bunch of stuff for me. It was crazy. I'm not really paying attention too much to the screen right now, because I'm just like looking, because I don't have a front license plate, I don't have a driver's license, I don't have insurance. My registration is it's current, but it's suspended, you know, because I don't have insurance. So they suspended my my registration for now until I pay the $25 reinstatement fee and get insurance again. But I figured if I get insurance, it might shortchange me for this trip, you know. So I'm just kind of looking out for the popo, making sure I don't inadvertently speed by one of these motherfuckers, you know. Oh shit, I sold it, that's right. I had a radar detector, but I sold the motherfucker to get back home last time I was out here. I ain't trying to get pulled over. I mean, I don't think police are listening. They might be, but I mean, if they are, I'm sure they're aware that I'm on a trip to do good, you know. They're like, yeah, he has a fucking fentanyl, fucking a ball of fentanyl. Fuck, that shit will fucking funny land me in the joint forever. So I heard they're giving people like charging them with like attempted murder or some shit for fentanyl possession or something. Especially that amount. And it really is for that intention. I mean, my intentions for that fentanyl are just like, if somebody has Zailey, like, you know, they have her like as a hostage or forced, like, you know, sex worker, believe me, I'm gonna fucking spray the fuck out of whoever the fuck's holding her, you know. I don't do fentanyl. I got some to put in his water gun for self-defense because you can't take firearms into fucking Mexico. But it didn't say anything about water guns filled with fentanyl juice. And I figured if I spray them in their eyes or in their mouth, it'll be an instant fucking overdose. I saw a police officer from San Diego on the news. He just fell over by touching it. He just, I guess, touched some drugs. He didn't know it was fentanyl, and he overdosed because it went through his skin or some shit. So I figured in water and in high, because it only takes about 2 milligrams to overdose. And if I put 6 grams of that shit in here, then it wasn't cheap, but I know for sure a squirt will fucking do, you know? And it'll be quiet, and the motherfuckers will just like fall over. And nobody will know that, you know, any better. And it's like, what's going on, you know? If anything. What accident? Huh? Where I get it? I got it from Compton. I'm from Compton. Compton is like, if you guys didn't know, it's basically like a distribution center for drugs. It's one of those places that you can get anything you want pretty much as far as guns, drugs, fucking, you name it. In Compton, you can pretty much get it, especially if you're from the hood there, you know. I grew up in Compton when I was born. So, yeah, I got niggas in the hood that'll kill you for a can of Mickey's. You know, just give them a quick can of beer and they'll go kill somebody for you. Literally. Fuck. Or a rock. Give them a piece of crack and shit. They'll go put it somewhere for you. I mean, it's that kind of, life is cheap in Compton. Everything's cheap in Compton. Except for, I mean, not everything. Drugs are kind of expensive. I guess inflation's hitting that shit too, but that shit cost me $200. But, you know, $200, I mean, had I had a couple of people to volunteer to come with me, you know, maybe I would have felt a little bit, you know, more confident to go without any kind of, you know, fucking Batman tricks, but, you know, it is what it is. It's my deal, and, you know, nobody was able to come out here with me, so it's understandable. So, I mean, you guys got to kind of give me a little bit of, you know, have some understanding about this. I mean, you don't want me to get fucked off, do you? Like trying to find Zailey and then I ended up disappearing too and shit. You know, fucking get robbed for everything and just become a sex worker out there. Imagine me in a dress. That's ugly. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. I'll fucking squirt him in the mouth with this shit. Or in the eyes or whatever. And just walk away. Oops. Somebody, man down, you know. Cops might be waiting for me. Well, if they are, they better have a fucking a face shield, because I do. And gloves and shit, because I do. I mean, my intentions are not, I'm not going to be stopped. You guys ever seen that Rambo movie, the new one? Where his, I think his daughter or his niece or some shit gets fucking kidnapped in Mexico, and they fucking drug her and make her to a sex worker, and he goes out to rescue her and they hand him his ass. You know, they fuck him up and shit, and then almost kill him. But then he goes back like with some weapons and shit or some shit. I think I forgot how he ended up getting them, but where they came to his house or some shit, and he had booby traps everywhere. Well, I don't have that kind of training or anything. I'm not Rambo, you know, and I don't want to get my ass handed to me, because I doubt they would be nice enough to let me live if I go in there, you know, trying to start some shit, getting Zailey back, if it's that kind of situation. So I figured worst case scenario, I can sneak in there looking like I'm trying to get a hooker, and then you guys are gonna be, I'm gonna have the camera rolling the whole time so you guys can see what the get down is. But I'm gonna just like ask, you know, like, yeah, I'm just looking for, you know, I'm into like, you know, girls that are kind of like exotic, you know, kind of skinny, kind of like some, you know, kind of black maybe, but not really. I don't know how to go about it, but I'm gonna, you know, just try to Because I don't like her. She's too this, too that. Just fucking, you know, till I get to her. And when I do, yeah, boom, whoever the fuck's watching after, just hit him with the Betty gun. And yeah, bring her home. Covered the phone? No. I covered the fucking the sun was hitting me. My bad. I didn't even notice that. Meth head. Fuck you. I'm just fucking kind of excited, kind of a little nervous about this shit, you know? But you know, you guys are just watching TV. I'm actually doing the damn thing, homie. Meth head my ass. I have been drinking a little bit of iced tea though. No hands. Beautiful view of the beach. You guys didn't see it, huh? This is San Juan Capistrano in Spanish. But yeah. We're about probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes from the border, possibly. As long as there's no traffic. It doesn't look like there's any traffic here, so we can, actually there's a CHP station right in this area. Just gotta cruise through here and then smash on out. I was going as fast as I could. Some music. These little cheap moves.
You bury me thinking I wouldn't pop up. 3 days and 3 nights later, like I was Lazarus. Boarding me with the drama. I showed her all of your trauma. That got absolutely nothing to do with me. It's an honor. I know some people wanna put two in me. That ain't new to me. Envy in their eyes. I'm only doing what's true to me. My flow is froze. You ain't getting close with 32 degrees of separation. You don't even know my type of dedication. Rock bottom where you find gems hidden in revelations. Looking up at Jah, you couldn't bless me with a better basement. I know how to generate passive dollars for generations. Better than scholars and never resort to degradation. I got these scars from war. These ain't for decoration. Thick skin, moving with love. Peace is my destination. Made it with people around me saying you'll never make it. Now they get the point. I don't need to hear the exclamation. I forgive a hater. I tell them to save the explanations. I enjoy the ironic vanity in your demonstrations. I've been off the grid with my family, seeing shit that you could probably see if you wasn't fixated on me. I'm on the record really having these conversations for free. Giving you my hard-earned lessons, knowledge and grief. Making noise. Something like an automatic weapon. I'm spraying it from my chest till the chopper coming for me. They dream of rapping like me and I'm running track in my sleep. No exaggeration, I wrote this shit in my sheets. Wake up when I wanna fly to Paris, when I wanna, I don't really got a ceiling and definition.
Well, I heard from somebody that he has like a page where he says he's a pimp or some shit. And I don't know. I don't know what his story is either or anything, but I just didn't want to. I don't know. I probably should have reached out to him. I just don't know what to. I kind of feel more. I don't know. I just feel like I should probably call him once I get her back. And then we'll tell him this whole story, you know, like, hey, yeah, you know, some crazy shit happened, but yeah, you know, we're all good. We're gonna move out there close to you, but not no more. Shit. Yeah, Mexico is not the place to go. It feels like the Twilight Zone out there, you know? Just like the way the police fucking shook me down and like the next one hit me again. Like, what the fuck? And then when I went back the second time, they did it again. But this time I had my buddy driving and his homegirl, we were in the neighborhood, one of his homegirls came out and we didn't have any money to give the guy or anything at that point. And she broke him off with like 200 pesos, which is like, I think he gave like $10 or some shit. And they got off our ass for that much, you know? I was like, that's crazy. $10 bought that cop, but the other fucking asshole took $400 from me, you know? Like, what the hell? Probably, I don't think it's a copy, maybe. No, it's not. It's just crazy. It's just like a Twilight Zone up there. I don't like it. There's a reason why the cost of living is so low out there. Shit. The cost of life is low too out there. Shit. Yeah, I thought Compton was bad, but Compton's like heaven compared to fucking Mexico. I don't know. I'm quick, you never heard of that. It's probably some bootleg ass fucking profile that popped up. Unless I was reading some pictures of her, then I don't know. But I haven't even seen it. I haven't seen it. Shit. Speed trap. Slow down. 55 mile an hour zone will be enforced, it says. So there's a guarantee it's going to be a Ossifer posted around here somewhere waiting for that. Fuck it, you know what? We're going to get Zailey. I'm going to go fucking to 80. Fuck it. Check it out. The ocean. It's the beach, y'all. See it from here. We'll be able to see it right now when we pull up. We're by San Onofre, which is the nuclear power plant down here. If this shit ever has a meltdown, I used to live in South Orange County, and in the phone book, it had a map of the kill zone if this thing was to ever have a meltdown. And basically, if this shit blows up, just about everybody in Orange County is fucked. And most people in San Diego are fucked. And in LA, you get really poisoned. You probably wouldn't die right away, but if you stick around, you will. Especially if you don't have any vitamin K or potassium. And it's kind of scary, actually. You think about Fukushima every time I see these things. They're right here, the titties. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop just to stretch my legs a little bit. I had a blood clot in my lung a few years ago from working. I was working at Sprint and working overtime and shit, you know, like 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. in a cubicle doing customer service. And shit, the 5th day I was doing that, I got this sharp pain in my chest all of a sudden, and ended up being a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in my lungs. And I guess you get those from not moving, from just sitting too long, you know. So if you drive, it's advisable to take a little break after every hour or so driving, just to get the veins to open up the valves for muscle motion, you know. Otherwise, your blood will start pooling up and coagulating in the veins and shit. And then when you get up, all of a sudden it'll shoot like a missile, like a snake. fucking blood clot snake going through your body, and it can hit your lungs if you're lucky. Like me, I mean, it's still awful, but otherwise it can hit your brain, and that's really bad. So the lungs are bad, but the brain is really bad. Here's the ocean. That's the border thing here, checkpoint thing. Make sure you're not bringing any goodies from Mexico. But yeah. We'll stop at this little viewpoint right here they have about a mile up. Stretch the legs for like a few minutes and get back on the road. Viewpoint 4 miles actually. See? Going about, look at all those fucking trouble lights. Man, fucking dealership at Jeep sucks. I took it in there for one problem and they gave it back to me with that problem fixed, but about 7 other problems popped up. We're doing about 90 miles an hour right now. Let's see. 86. So we can do 100. 92, 91, 96. Whoa, moving quick. Down to 75, these assholes. Come on, guys, we gotta get Zailey! Motherfuckers. You brought me down to 65. Can you believe these motherfucking people driving 65 miles an hour? What kind of shit is that, bro? Come on. This is the free zone right here. There's nobody here to fucking watch us. They don't care about this area. 90 miles, 100, they don't give a fuck. Woo! Get her done, Cooter. Come on, boy. Back down to 70. Come on, you fucking Jeep driving motherfucker. I mean, not Jeep, but a Volkswagen. A people's car. It's just a Sunday cruiser, huh? Motherfucker. Missed the point. That was a quick 4 miles. It's beautiful out here. Ooh, my spot's always open for some reason. All right, stretch. All right. Ratchet TV, you're also watching me run errands. What the fuck? And you're commentating on it. Oh. Check it out. Oh, look, a squirrel. What up, squirrel? Hi. Look. Hi. Hello. That one just came up to me like whatever. What up, squirrel?
No, sorry.
Yeah. You want a quarter? I guess he doesn't want money. Oh.
Bak bana ne yapar?
Yeah, get away from there. It's my... Oh, he's mean.
Baba beni çeker misin verirken videoda? Ay! Bismillah.
Çek. Annen çeksin. İlkne Nursu gel.
Selamlar.
Nursu gel.
Ay.
Al şunu. Annen çeksin.
Bana poponu dön.
Bak. Dön yüzünü dön. Bak.
Ben de verdim.
Dur.
Bence al.
Look at this
Ver
guy.
bir tane daha. Eline aç. Verme ama. Heh. Bırak havaya kalsın. Kızım bak şöyle yap.
That's crazy.
Bak böyle yap.
I'm a killer, right? Actually, animals are very kind of they can tell, you know, when somebody's you know,
Anladın mı nasıl?
they can read people.
Anladın mı nasıl yapacaksın?
Dogs and shit like that.
Bekle. Zıplayamayacağı şekilde yap. Evet. Heh. Annene de bak. Annene de bak. Annene de bak.
All right, see no stretching. Let's get back on the road. Can never make you guys happy, can I? I feel like I'm married to you guys. I've been married twice before. Fucking. These people, I don't know. These people are here just stretching their legs too, I guess. I'm almost in TJ. I'm like probably about half an hour away. I'm gonna start stashing shit that I should stash. To switch hats. How many Raiders fans out there? I'm not a Raiders fan, but I like the Raiders hats. Not a fan of any sports because I believe they're all rigged, you know? It feels like they have an auction at the beginning of the year to see who's gonna get the Super Bowl and shit. And whoever the highest bidder is gets the you know, referees are for to make sure that the games go the way they're supposed to. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot I do have a good stash spot. Got that. Pretty fit. Pretty fit. Pretty fit. Pretty fit. Huh? Get it? Notebook, charger, belt, shit. And phone, watch, keys. All right, that's in order.